What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Patreon. It is 1:50 p.m. here on the East Coast in the USA. It is January 12th of 2019. So, interesting stuff. What am I talking about? Not really that interesting stuff. Bitcoin just obviously trading sideways here. Bouncing off of this 3,580 level, whatever, a few times here. Not much activity in this range. We've seen, a pretty decent fall off in activity here. So, I would, again, I'm still leaning bearish here. I think it's, 60% chance of a fall off from this particular area rather than, and I would say 40% chance of a push up from this particular area. But, that's 60-40 is still pretty close. So it's, it's pretty neutral right now. We'll see. I would expect that if we were going to push back up, there would be a little bit more volume taking place, a little bit more buy action here. And we wouldn't be getting these failed pumps and stuff. But we'll have to see. Guys, one thing I want to mention right now is that the market is, we are about to enter a game, guys. The game is about to begin here. And what I mean by that is the mental game is starting now. And the accumulation phase is the mental game, right? We have to be able to stick through this, through the boredom, through the depression, right? Through possibly another round of panic, right? We have to be able to stick through that, okay? And we're going to be trading sideways for quite some time. There might be some more volatility coming to the next month or two here. Whether we go up or down doesn't really matter. There's probably going to be a little bit more volatility. But after that, it's probably going to subside a little bit. And that is the period that is most important, that we stick to our guns, right? We keep our positions and we let it play out, right? Our positions might be up for a little while, they might be down for a little while, but it doesn't really matter, guys. This is a long-term game, right? And I'm telling you, if you can stick through this, if you can stick through the depression, the boredom, and a bit of panic, it'll be so rewarding in the end, guys. It'll be so rewarding. And it's probably going to be about a year or so, right? And that's not that much time in reality, right? It gives us time to accumulate, but it's not that much time. And if you wait out this next year, it could be tremendous. It could be tremendous opportunity, guys, right? So we got to keep our head in the game here. We got to not let the market makers succeed in their mental game of boredom and depression, most likely. So I was watching a few videos today. I just want to mention, I'm actually going to link a couple things into the description or into the comment section of this video. I was watching a few videos. One was from Crypto Jeb. I actually saw some of our patrons here commenting on his video. Crypto Jeb, he had a video today that was interesting, talking about has the Bitcoin selling pressure rate been exhausted? Accumulation phase underway. He makes a lot of great points in that video, talks a little bit about fundamentals and obviously a lot of technicals. And it's a really interesting video. I'm going to link it down there. He makes a lot of great points. I disagree with him on a few things. He thinks that we've hit bottom and that we're now just going to trade straight up sideways. I don't agree with that, guys. He was pointing out the fact that, the volume levels here, the volume levels that we're seeing right now are comparable to the volume levels that we saw here, which is good. And I agree, that is a great sign, right? We're increasing volume, most likely indicates some more buyers stepping in, some more institutional money stepping in, so on and so forth. But we also have to remember, in the last bear market, we had the drop below the yearly low, and we had a significant increase in volume there. Right? This is only Bitstamp exchange, right? But we had a significant increase in volume there. But it did not, it was comparable to before, but it did not mean that we were ready to trade sideways and then go up. We actually still fell again, and volume increased again. And, I think we're somewhat in this stage. It's not going to be exact, guys, but I think we have another sell-off to come still. That is the one point I disagree with him on. Also, there was one of the patrons here commented below with a video of somebody talking about certain market cycles. Somebody who does, there's a guy with a small YouTube channel who does a lot of market cycle analysis. He made a pretty good point in his video as well. But I also disagree with him, right? Because Crypto Jeb thinks we're just going to go sideways. We hit bottom. We're good to go sideways. I disagree. I think we're going lower. This other guy that one of the patrons, you know, studying market cycles, this guy thinks that we're going to rally into February and then come back to retest. And then we're like going to be already moving out of here within a couple months. I disagree with that as well. I think we have more downside to come, and pretty much most of this year is going to be sideways trading, right? All in this range. Right, so that's a couple points I wanted to bring up there. Also, what else do I need to talk about here? I mean, right now, I mean, in terms of Bitcoin technicals, we're kind of just waiting, right? We're just waiting to see how this plays out. Again, I'm leaning bearish still. I think it's going to be pretty easy to retest 3,100. And if we do, right, we'll probably get a bounce. And I think ultimately we will break lower after that. I'm very confident that we're going to see lower prices before we see a higher high. Also, some people were depicting the chart in this fashion. If I can mark this up for you guys, some people talking about the price, you know, sitting like this. They think that we're going to be like trading like this. I guess that's possible. They think we're going to get a break out of this area like that. I would have to disagree with the way that the market's been playing out. We're kind of just playing through this range. I don't know if this, you know, this support line doesn't really seem all that valid. I mean, it is valid because we're bouncing off of it, but it doesn't seem like that significant. Could we BART our way up? Yeah, sure, but we'll have to see. I think more likely we're going to come back to retest 3,100, bounce around, and then come lower and find that low. I'm still looking for $2,500, guys. So let's see what your questions are. So one of our patrons said that they took a small 2.5% position around 3,600, and they will do so again at the 3,100 range. Not a bad idea, right? I mean, right, so that's a pretty slow process that you're taking there, and that's good, right? You don't want to go too crazy. I would, you know, again, guys, I'm absolutely not a financial advisor, and nothing I say or you see, right? Nothing you see here, nothing you hear from me should be considered financial advice. But I would say, you know, maybe increase your positions at lower prices a little bit, right? Rather than being super even with all your, you know, as the price is going lower, I would increase a little bit, but it's not advice. Also, if you guys remember yesterday, one of our patrons asked about Craig Wright possibly dumping his Bitcoin supply and possibly, you know, all that stuff that we talked about yesterday. In the comments here, they linked an article to that. But guys, I wouldn't care too much about what Craig Wright says. He's just bluffing. I'm telling you, Craig Wright is bluffing. He's totally bluffing, right? I'm telling you guys. He believes in Bitcoin big time, and he probably owns a lot of Bitcoin. Also interesting mention from one of our patrons here saying an alternative to cold storage is buy an extra phone, download a wallet, put your Bitcoin on that wallet and pull out the SIM card and put it on airplane mode. Interesting, right? That just shows you how diverse or how many ways crypto can be used, right? And that is why I think that is a good point there. And that kind of makes me want to bring up the point that, guys, the use case for Bitcoin, if you haven't seen my video on my channel called The Future of Bitcoin, Think Bigger 2019, you got to watch that video. It's just me talking. But the use case for Bitcoin, the things that can be done with crypto and blockchain are unimaginable. Guys, it's totally unimaginable. As Bitcoin gets adopted, as this technology grows, as the demand for blockchain type technologies increases with with this machine-to-machine world that we're entering, this automated world, the things that Bitcoin will be able to do for the world might become unbelievably important. It might create some incredible growth for Bitcoin. Somebody else said, what exchange is best for somebody in Canada? I'm not too sure how to answer that, to be quite honest. I'm not too sure. Probably, I mean, you guys can use Coinbase, right? Probably Coinbase. Use Coinbase Pro, right? Get rid of those fees. Use Coinbase Pro. I think that's about it, though, for today. Yeah, guys, so again, we're entering a mental game. This is the accumulation phase. This is the mental game, right? This is where you can't let the boredom get to you. You can't let the depression get to you. You can't let the panic get to you either, right? We're going to be entering a phase where the price is going to be moving around in this area, most likely. I could be wrong. Maybe we shoot out of here. Maybe we drop to $1,000 bucks. Who knows, right? But I think we're entering that phase where, you know, we'll have some more volatility, but it's going to be that time where you just have to hunker down, you know, keep learning, right? Actually, one great thing to do during this accumulation phase is sign up for, or you know, actually don't even sign up for anything. Just learn about the Bitcoin technology. Learn about Bitcoin technology, learn the fundamentals of the technology as we're sitting here, so you can reinforce your belief of Bitcoin, because it's quite incredible, guys. I actually signed up for, this is not sponsored, obviously. I signed up for Ivan on Tech. He has a Bitcoin fundamentals, deep fundamentals course. I signed up for that course, $50 a month. And he has some amazing info. Amazing info. Let me see if I can actually just pull this up here. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do this, right? I'm currently 28% done. So if you look at the left side of the screen here, can you guys see that? Yes, you can. So, I mean, like blockchain, crypto mathematics, Bitcoin basics, right? A lot of stuff I'm about to get into: Bitcoin scaling, Bitcoin attacks, consensus algorithms and mining. Goes into Ethereum, blockchain as an investment, Ethereum hacks, like all this stuff, guys. Crazy amount of information here, right? Right now, a lot of the stuff that I've been reading or I'm watching and stuff on this course is stuff that I pretty much already knew for the most part, but it's reinforcing, it's giving me the details that I didn't know. And I'm about to, you know, this course is about to go into some things that I don't know. A lot of the mathematics and just the way that, just all the details, right? I need to know the details, and I'm learning the details now. And that's a great thing to do during these time periods where it's kind of boring, right? You got to get something to do. Learn, you know, I'm not saying go to Ivan. This is absolutely not sponsored, but I'm saying just learn the basics, guys, of the actual technology. You will be way ahead of the game, way ahead of everybody. Wow, this is actually, here's an example of targeted advertisements, guys. Look, I've never seen an ad for glasses on CoinMarketCap. Freaking Google, getting too smart. So overall, market cap 122 billion. Bitcoin dominance going up a little bit to 552.4 once again. You know, guys, the potential for Bitcoin in the future, in the next few years, is tremendous, guys. Trillions and trillions of dollars worth of market cap is most likely coming to Bitcoin, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time, guys, right? So we're entering the game, the mental game now, guys. All right, stick to your guns, all right? I will talk to you all very soon. Comment below if you have more questions.